how to be more organized in 2021. 5 realistic tips that I will give to you today to help you become more organized. Nope, I'm not saying that you're not organized. And if you are organized, drop those comments down below so I can also learn from you what you are doing to stay organized. So if this is a video you are interested in, stay tuned so we can talk about these 5 tips. Tip number 1 is to have a journal or a planner. I know this may sound so cliche because we all know that there are planners, there are plenty of planners that are out, but not many people utilize this. I started utilizing planners when I had my first child. It became a lifesaver. I was able to write down what I needed: diapers, what I needed to get for the baby, what I needed to get for the house, what I needed to get for myself, and all those stuff. And one of the things that the planner helped me with was, even if I did not accomplish that task that same day, I was able to go back through the planner and see, oh, I didn't get any milk. Oh, Lord, I forgot to get cereal. So keeping a journal and a planner is going to be a great secretary. That's the perfect word. It is going to be a good help for you to keep you organized. And even if you don't get it done, it will help remind you what you need to get done. So yes, number 1 tip is to get a journal or a planner. And for your journal and your planner, there are a lot of other things that you can put in there. If you have fitness goals, if you have work goals, if you have just regular tasks that you need to accomplish, writing those down allows you to visually look at it. And you can go back over and to see, did I accomplish this goal? Did I meet this did I complete this task? And it is going to help you to set you back on track, to help you accomplish that goal or that task that you did not get. So yep, tip number 1, get yourself a planner or a journal. Tip number 2 is to plan ahead. Yes, plan ahead. We are living in a time where we're busy. We're busy. We have a lot of things going on, right? And so we are limited for time, right? And so planning ahead will allow you to be more productive. It will save you time. So for example, planning ahead could be meal prepping for 3 days for the family, prepping your lunch, prepping your dinner, and so you know exactly what you're going to eat. If you have to travel 20 or 30 minutes to work each day, that could easily turn into an hour because of traffic, because of accidents, because of you running late from work. If you have small children and if you have a family to go home to, the last thing you want to think about is you having to run home to prepare dinner, right? Because realistically, if you work a 9 to 5, you won't get home until about 6 o'clock. That leaves you with limited time to eat and to relax and then to get ready for bed. So if you meal prep, that will save you a lot of time. You come home, you've already had it in the refrigerator, you warm it up, everybody is good to go. You have your meal. Another thing that you can plan ahead with is laying your work outfit for the day the night before, right? You can oversleep, right? You don't want to get up. The last thing you want to do is to wake up and you are rushing, you're scrambling, you're trying to find what it is you're going to wear, and now you're so fatigued. You are frustrated because you cannot find anything to wear. You are picking out those clothes that are too small, but you still have them tucked away in one part of the closet with hopes that, hey, I'm going to fit these one day. And so now you are so late because you have tried on 2 pants, 3 blouses, none of them fit. Then when you do find something to wear, you need to iron it. So yes, planning ahead is a lifesaver. It is the key to starting a productive day. Not having to rush when you wake in the mornings is going to save you a ton load. Believe me when I say a ton load of time. Third tip is to put it away and give everything a home. Let me repeat that. Put it away and give everything a home. Yes, very often we say, you know what, I'm tired. I just stood all night. I cooked. I had to wash the babies. I had to fold some clothes. You know what? I'm not gonna do the dishes tonight. I'll do them tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow morning comes, and then you're late for work, like from tip number 2, and then you are okay, I'll do them when I come home. No, put it away. Put the dishes away. Put them where they belong. Put them in their home. The cabinets are their home. Put them away. Put the laundry in the closet. That's where they live. Put them there. Do not, and this is going to lead me into my next tip, but I'll save that. But put your things away. Put it away. That will save you time, and that will save you all the energy from, saying, I'll get to it another time. I'm tired. But if you get it out of the way, you are going to feel so much better that you got it done. You can check that off your list and you can move on to the next. And saying this brings me into my next tip, which is do not procrastinate. Yes, do not procrastinate. The more you procrastinate, the least or the less likelihood of you getting it done. Yes, that's not coming from Trevine. That is everyday facts of life, right? You have notes for work and you say, you know what? I'm going to do those notes tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and something comes up and you did not get to do those notes and they keep getting pushed further and further away and further and further away. Or there are paperworks that need to be filed and you say, I'm going to do those on Wednesday. But Wednesday come and you don't get to them. You are procrastinating. Get it done. Get it out of the way. And that, do you realize the pattern? Every one of my tips from tip 1 all the way down to where we are now, tip number 4, are all going line in line. If you get these done, you are going to save yourself so much time. You are going to have so much energy and less time to worry about the things that you did not get to do. So thank me later, because I had to thank someone else for these tips. I did not just get to where I'm so organized. And these are things that I had to practice. And that is how you're going to be organized, by putting these things into practice and working at them. Tip number 5. Yes, if you are still here, we've made it to the last and final realistic tip that is going to help you become way more organized in 2021. And that is to become an effective delegator. Yes, you heard me right. Learn to delegate tasks effectively to your circle. And that could be your work circle and in your home. The better you become at learning to trust others with tasks, the more time you will have to complete those tasks that you did not delegate. So let's say that again. The better you become at trusting others to complete those delegated tasks, the more time you will have to complete the ones that you did not delegate. And this goes so far. This is not just relating to tasks in the workplace. This is also tasks relating to your relationships. if you are married or if you have a spouse, you may have asked your spouse plenty of times to do something around the house, right? And tip number 4, they procrastinated, right? And they haven't gotten that task done. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you're thinking, I'm just going to do it myself. I'm just going to do it myself. I have waited 2 weeks. I have waited 3 weeks and it still hasn't been done. Forget it. I'm just going to do it myself. No, do not do it. You can use kind words of affirmations, kind communicative words to remind your partner to do those tasks. Because what you don't want to do is you do not want to undermine the people that you have delegated these tasks to. Your children, if you ask your children to do the dishes and they didn't do the dishes, find a way to remind them to do it. But do not, I repeat, take on that task. Because what you start to do is you start to enable other behaviors in those people that you don't want, right? So be an effective delegator. Learn to trust that. And even if they procrastinate, remind them, right? Remind them. In your relationship, you could say something along the line, hey honey, you remember when you took the garbage out without me having to ask you? Bingo! You know you've asked him yesterday to take the garbage out, right? And he probably forgot to take that garbage out. And you came home, garbage still there, and you're mad, you're fuming. You're like, I'm going to take, no. Honey, you remember when you took the garbage out? I love that. That's an affirmation, because one, you're praising him for that time when he did something without you having to ask. But that's also going to serve as a reminder of, he needs to take the garbage out. He needs to complete that task. And yes, just allow people to grow in those tasks, but do not take over those tasks that you have delegated. Focus on the ones that you have to do for yourself and find communicative language to remind them of the ones that you have delegated. So, yes, we've come to the end. Yes. 5 realistic tips. And I know that these tips have helped me, and I hope they will help you too. Let's start a conversation in the comment section. Tell me what tips you are using to stay organized for 2021. Because Lord knows 2020 kicked a lot of us where we have a lot of unfinished things that we started that we weren't so organized on, and they kicked our behinds in 2020. So here we are in 2021, and yes, leave your comments down below so we can start a conversation. Yes, this is gonna be wellness. We are learning from each other. And again, welcome to the family, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.